We often hear about many genres in music, but there's one particular genre sweeping its way into the American culture: Afrobeats.
When I think about Afrobeats, I just think about the culture. The culture.
Afrobeats is just a vibe. So culture, vibe, and love, like for me, that's what it means.
Afro dance, the Afro fusion, all the dance styles that you see, that's under like Afrobeats.
Afrobeats, a term coined by Nigerian instrumentalist Fela Kuti, is a music genre that blends West African styles with jazz, soul, funk, R&B, and in more contemporary tracks, electric music. It's a mix of African music with Western pop, and the dance moves that go along with it are so much fun.
Growing up, I don't think I heard one Afrobeat song on the radio, but today you hear Afrobeat, you hear Davido, you even hear some like other backstream African artists.
It was tough growing up, and now to see where it's like such a beautiful thing, everybody wants to know about their culture.
Afrobeats back then was it was like a seed waiting to grow. Being African back then wasn't really as accepting that it is right now, and I barely heard Afrobeat music.
When I say Afrobeats, what comes to mind?
I think of Davido or Wizkid.
Great, so you do know about Afrobeats music.
Yeah, I've heard some.
So ladies, do you know about Afrobeats music?
No, we don't. I don't.
I don't.
Have you heard about Afrobeats music?
No.
Davido, Wizkid, did they ring a bell?
Yes.
Although Afrobeats is rising within the American culture, there are still many people who have never heard of this genre. However, those who have only seem to know of the mainstream artists like Davido, Wizkid, Burna Boy, and so on.
I just feel like it's not being truly represented. It's only like a Davido, like an Afrobeat, but like there's other African artists that make amazing music that's not being heard or that's being undermined. And I feel like us Africans as a whole have something to do with that.
It's upsetting, going to parties and they only played that one Afrobeat song.
On the other hand, you can now find many events incorporating the use of Afrobeats music, such as Afrobeats and Brunch, Paint and Pour with Afrobeats, and it's even being used as an alternative in fitness classes.
I'm a part of a group called the Big Five Entertainment, yes. It's a group of Ghanaians, no shade to, it's we all want, but it's definitely a group of Ghanaians organizations, and we said to ourselves, why don't we all just team up instead of trying to do certain events that, like for example, we do Ghana's Independence Celebration. Why have like 4 or 5 different events when we can all come together like a commission? And when we have meetings and we speak, that's what I feel like. I feel like it's big organizations that all got together to just make what we do even more massive. So people know what's for events, like I said, like Ghana Made. When we do that, it's massive. We bring over 2,000 people. When we do a beautiful event called Ivory, and these are all Afrobeats inspired events.
I'm an Afrobeat dancer, so when people usually book me, they're booking me for my talent, which is Afrobeat. So I'm grateful that these American artists are able to see the talent of not hip-hop or their usual culture, but of Afrobeats.
I teach in New Jersey, I teach in New York, I teach in the DMV. Pretty soon I'm gonna start teaching in PA and ATL, but aside from the dance classes, when I shoot videos, I shoot at random spots. I shot a video a while back at a gas station. I shot a video at Sonic.
It's like I feel like right now we're on a mission, and it's a mission for us to really spread the culture.
Afrobeats and Brunch, an event organized by 2 young Africans, is becoming very popular amongst people of all cultures.
It's become not only the hottest African party every week, the hottest party on a Sunday, like on a weekly, whether it's Afrobeats, whether it's hip hop, every period. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying all these things because what that event has done is it's helped educate a lot of people that aren't African, because it's a weekly event and it's become so popular. So many people that are not Africans come to that event. A lot of birthday celebrations that come are not African, but they know they've seen the vibe, they've seen what it looks like. We had 6ix9ine pull up to Afrobeats and Brunch before he went to. That was the last event he went to before he went to jail was Afrobeats and Brunch at La Soup.
Wow.
So I'm saying this to say, and we've had so many celebs, so many different celebs that pop up. Davido was just there this Sunday that just passed. But what happens is, and he was there with Casanova, prime example. That's how we're educating people. Because now we have these people coming to this event that is Afrobeats inspired, so they're learning the music.
There's a saying, slow progress is better than no progress. Although Afrobeats is slowly rising within the American culture, it's definitely here to stay.
I see Afrobeat winning.
But I feel like the way that we're moving now, like sooner or later, everybody's gonna get the recognition that they deserve. So I'm proud of Africa.
This is just a revolutionary movement that's going on, but it's so dope.
Well,